Alive is basically like a concept lyric that I wrote a few years back, which is called The Beast. And The Beast basically was talking about the kind of hatred that sometimes I have against myself, that I can't forgive few things I haven't done, or things how I could have done things differently. And sometimes this beast just comes out of the blue, like that's really how it happens. And I was in Cambridge and I was just talking to a couple of American people, and one guy was really cute, but I don't know what happened. I just felt so like I could not be, enough for anything, any situation, anything. So it was just totally put me down so easily and so fast. Moving in circle in the field, that's actually really, really good. I was still in Cambridge. I think I wrote them in the same day. And I remember I was in this field and it was windy and it was cloudy and it was about to rain. But I was just walking just next to the river, and there is like a huge garden, huge park maybe. And I remember the color of green, which here in England is fantastic. I never seen like a different kind of green. And there was this little guy that was kind of meditating or drawing. He was not hiding. I mean, he was just sitting. But to me, what I perceived, like he was hiding, was kind of mysterious. And I don't know, it was a really good thing. From scratch, basically it's very short and it's very direct as what I really wanted to say. Basically, that's the thing, that I'm not the kind of person that meets somebody that I may fancy, that I may like, and I don't feel comfortable, especially in a club, to talk at first, like hey there, like with pickup sentences or something. I'm more like a little bit, slow down, or put me in my ease. Not all the tears are the same. It's very, very simple. Like, still sometimes I blame myself for things I should have done or I shouldn't have done. Young and still fearful. It was a moment where I really wanted to change my the direction that my life was going towards. I felt like I really was stuck, and I really wanted to give it a try to change, but I didn't put that much effort because I was scared, I was fearful of failing, and in that case was just changing job. And basically it was just like an afternoon in October, and I bought this long black coat that I absolutely adore. And I was just walking, and as I was walking in my local area, which I was been living already since maybe 1 year, I kind of discovered this park around Paddington or Marylebone, and it's really good. And there was the sunlight. I was about to be in a good mood, and I said, you know what? I know what I want, and I should go and catch it. The Narrow Streets of Mind. It's basically, I say, it's funny how I sometimes see everything crystal clear, and some other time I get stuck under a heavy brick of fear. I may easily switch from a happy, shiny day to the darkest mood I could ever have. And that's exactly what I've been telling you quite a lot in this video. Basically, that's how sudden the change can happen within myself. Back to you. Basically, oh my God, it was so good. Last March, once again in 2015, I was talking to a friend of mine, and which is a great friend, and we decided to go to Prague to visit Prague, and at the same time to buy the tickets for the concert we were waiting to see to join for a long time. That's Madonna concert for her tour, the Rebel tour. So we bought the tickets, and we had to wait like maybe 8 months because the ticket and the trip was about just to happen in November. So we had long time. And I think I wrote it, I think, maybe the day before I was about to leave to go to Prague. And it was, he's a really special person to me. So I was really excited about the whole thing of seeing him again, or going to the concert, going to a different country once again, and to visit a new place, and of course spend some crazy good times with him. So it's a really good friend, and we danced a lot in a club, which is so good. It was one of the best nights that I ever danced. It was so good. This kind of power, talks about a topic that it's not the first time that I've been talking about. Basically, it just talks about the magic and also the mysterious way that I'm sometimes, most of the time, I am just brought to write the things I want to say. It's like just the pen just knows what to write. Like I don't have to think. So it's crazy, like how this can work. Like sometimes it's just few things, like alive or out of the blue, a few other lyrics in the past. They just come out in like 10-15 minutes, and even the final editing is pretty much the same, like, you know, like the one that I just wrote straight away, because without thinking, without the kind of looking for words or rhymes. And it fascinates me, this kind of power, because this kind of magic, let's say like this, sometimes can heal my wounds, or sometimes can make me feel better, even after, like, I don't know, for example, I wrote something about the beast, or something about something that I didn't like, I was mad about, and then after writing about it, it kind of feeling so much better. It was really, really good. Quando tornerò a stringerti is the last track of this lyrics collection, and I wrote it in Italian because even if it may not sound, this is for my dad. And since last year, I really learned, or what the distance is now that I'm living abroad in a different country. After 3 years, for the first time I realized, oops, of course life goes on, and they may getting older, they may not be always in a good health, and I really, really couldn't wait to hug him again. And he was going through quite a tough time, and I was just kind of thinking like, oh my god, I'm stuck up here, which is, yeah, it's 3 hours away from home flying, but it was the first time that I thought about distance and sometimes of the pain that this may cause, you know. And it's really, really, you know, like I couldn't wait to see him again. I was so happy when a few months later, he and my mom, they came to London to visit London actually, so it was really good, and I couldn't believe, and there is something I'll have to, and I started to know how to deal with distance and pain, and so yeah, that's about him. So guys, thank you for watching this quite long video. I'm sorry. I tried to be as fast as I can, but I like talking, and there is a lot of negativity in this one. but in this collection, but there is also like few hints of positivity, and the greatest thing is that even when you're far from home, it's so good to have few people that are your family here. Chiara, Vicky, Luigi, my team at EAT, they were incredible because thanks to them, I have lived and experienced London in my first year and a half so good, so well, because I had a lot of fun with them. They were my good time to be with. And I can't say enough thank you. And of course to Salvo, and of course to Pepito, Raul, all the new people that I met during the stage. And it was absolutely great to be there and to get to know different kind of, point of views, and even some more sides of myself that I have tried, or that I know that I have to keep trying to deal with, and to in order to evolve and to grow up. So guys, I'm just my last update. I am lately I have been not writing for quite a lot. I've been writing, but just few things, maybe just 5 or 6 lyrics, poem, but it's not, I don't have that much at this stage. In the past month, maybe I haven't written that much. What I have been doing lately is a lot of prose, or a lot of plots, like storylines, plots. I've been writing a lot about a new show which is called Mr. Overground, which is a mini-series in 6 episodes, and I'll tell you about later, maybe in another video. This show is called Mr. Overground, and yes, it's all about the Overground line running in London, which is the train line running just pretty much around the north or the south or the east of London. And since I joined the company that I'm working for, and I'll tell you all about in a different video. I've been also writing another project which I'm absolutely so passionate about. It's called Rehab, and it talks about basically like an organization where people just go get programmed, and they get new identities and personalities, so they can kind of being like 2 people or even more at the same time, and they can do kind of whatever they want, just like crazy scientists, and it's really, really good, and it excited me so much. Even though I was sad to see, because as I was gaining information about, like the things I really want to write, they already did like a very nice show called Dollhouse. So I was so sad and disappointed that the idea is not totally original, because somebody got me before. But as I write, I'll try to, of course, to be different, and to go from, to bring stories somewhere else on another level maybe, and I'm really, really excited about it. And so we're writing these 2 stories about. And for poetry, yes, I also have a title in mind. I think it might be this one, and of course I'll see how it will be during the process. For this, I can't say when my next project will be out. I've been writing this, I think, since the last few months of 2015, and now it's July, and I've only been writing like 6 poems, 6 lyrics, so definitely it's not too much. And as usual, I will still like to publish like a lyrics collection with at least 18-20 lyrics. So for now, I can't say when this will be, and when we will be out. Guys, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this little journey with me through my London story, and I hope to see you very soon. Have a great summer.